Finally, we made it to the center of the world. Today's journey is all about time.
Good morning.
Good morning.
London.
London. We are on our way to Greenwich. We're going to the Greenwich Mean Time.
The line. See the line.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember the name. See if you remember it. Is it
Meridian.
Oh, Meridian.
Meridian.
Not just any meridian.
Yeah.
Prime Meridian.
Yeah, Prime Meridian.
Well,
Yes, that's true.
Welcome to geography class.
Yeah, I only remember the meridian.
The meridian. So this
But
is the
there's
Prime
Meridian.
Meridian because, well, after years of debate, I guess, they finally settled on Greenwich as the Prime Meridian. So this is 0 degrees east-west in our current mapping systems. So anything from Google to cartography maps or even sailing charts are all marked based on this 0 degrees east-west Greenwich Meridian. And that's also used as the official time zones as well. So everything is plus or minus an hour or a half hour or 15 minutes, whatever it is, based on this as the 0 of time zones. So yeah, so we're going there. So in other words, we're going to the center of the world.
Yeah, center of the world.
Yes,
Yeah.
not really, but it is the center of the world's maps and time zones, so, which is really cool. So we're going to go check that out and go see the observatory there.
Yeah, we have booked a ticket.
Yeah. And
Again, 2 for 1.
2 for 1.
So that's why we have to take the train.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, that's why we switched, because we started with the subway and then we're moving on to the train now to make our way there.
After our train ride across town, there we are in Greenwich Village. So we took the opportunity to look around and explore some of the sites to be found in the area.
This is the historic miracle rental. What were you explaining just now, Kaylee?
We? Oh, okay. This is like we are going into a foot tunnel.
Foot tunnel.
Foot tunnel. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it is free, but like it sounds interesting.
Okay.
So
Let's take a peek.
It turns out that the pedestrian tunnel, or foot tunnel, as Kemi was calling it, is free to access and allows you to travel underneath the river to the far side. So it's definitely worth the journey if you have the time to take a peek at this interesting piece of architecture. We learned after our visit that the proper name for the tunnel is the Greenwich Foot Tunnel. And the tunnel allows for 4,000 people to cross underneath the River Thames every day. It also happens to be 370 meters long, something that we were debating.
What do you think?
it's good. It's cool.
How long do you think this is? Maybe 500 meters? No,
Yeah.
something like that?
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe something like that.
So this is Second World War bomb damage repair.
Oh. Okay.
This short length of the tunnel was repaired following bomb damage that occurred on the first night of the peace on 7 and 8 September 1940 during the Second World War.
Interesting. So that's what's going on here. I was wondering why the change in the tower. Okay. We're on the north side now of the tunnel, working our way down. Looks like there's quite a few stairs. And there's an elevator as well. It is fully accessible. Just wanted to show that they indicate the functionality of the lifts for those using accessibility. Yeah, there's the, there we go. I'll let you go. Europe.
After reaching the North Shore, we can look back towards Greenwich and see the green domed tower that marks the entrance/exit of the tunnel. It gives us a pretty good perspective of how long this tunnel actually is. It also it gets your imagination going about how this would have been built in 1902 when it originally opened. Well, the other thing for our imagination is we want to go to Greenwich now, so we have to go back through the tunnel. So let's wander off to Greenwich and take a look around and see what else is offered in the area.
So this one is free entry, actually. The National Maritime Museum.
Okay. An interesting thing to see while you're in the area.
It's worth noting the Greenwich area is very large, and you could easily spend a full day wandering around the various markets and museums in the area. We just basically scraped the top of the surface of this interesting area to explore. But after wandering around, we decided it's time to go to the main attraction for us, at least, which is the observatory, which is the main reason we have come to the area, because we're history buffs, I guess, and we like geography. So this was a great place to go and learn about both history and geography. Welcome to the Royal Observatory and a significant World Heritage Site. This location was the grounds for many scientific endeavors in the 17th and 18th century, and also a lot of astronomical observations, which were used to do many things, one of which was to create the Prime Meridian, which is what everyone is interested in here. So two important questions should come to mind. What is a Prime Meridian and why is it here? So the Prime Meridian is basically a 0-0 mark on the globe, which you can use to base all measurements east and west from. So basically an arbitrary line, for lack of a better term. So why is it here? It's here because of all the observations made at this location from telescopes to determine the exact movement of stars and planets. And the reason that the movement of stars and planets is so important is because in the 17th and 18th century, when this observatory was in use, this was the most accurate way to measure one's position. So in those times, if you had the information from this observatory regarding the movement of the stars, and you had the means to create accurate measurements of the stars above you, then you could determine your east-west location in reference to this observatory with relative ease. Although longitude could be measured on land, it still couldn't be accurately measured at sea, and this created a race to find out how to create accurate timepieces which would allow for the accurate measurement of longitude at sea. And after a lifetime of work on this problem, John Harrison managed to create the first accurate clock to be used at sea, the H4. Not only is the H4 on display in the Royal Observatory, there are many other interesting things to see around the observatory.
So here there is a time ball in 1833 to give a visual time signal. It still drops every day at 1 p.m. So we arrive at 12:40 and then we have lunch at the picnic table, and then we saw the ball drop, but then we thought it is every hour.
So don't assume.
Yeah, so don't
every
assume.
hour.
So that's why so that's why we didn't do any video.
It's okay.
But
So
we have seen it.
we did watch it
Yeah.
while we were having peanut butter and
Yeah.
salad.
So if you plan to visit this place,
Just keep this in mind
yes,
if you want to
just,
watch that.
just enter before 1 o'clock.
Yeah. So we have no video for you.
Yeah, it is actually pretty cool.
Here you can see the red time ball that Cami was referring to. But besides the fun and enjoyable aspects to the observatory, it's really good to stay grounded and realize all the important contributions made here at this observatory, including contributions to our daily lives. It really does set the precedent for the mapping that we use today, with the establishment of the Prime Meridian at this location. So it's a really important site for all of us. Well, our time at the observatory is over. Now it's time for us to move on. We're going to be leaving London and heading off to new adventures with an epic little bit of traveling before we reach our next place of interest. So I hope you enjoy a few clips from our upcoming traveling adventure.